Hey guys, I'm just making a video going over what we went over in class. So basically, if you need to edit traditional media photos, to make them look good before you bring them into your portfolio booklet, that's probably something you're going to have to do with all 15 of your traditional media that you're going to be placing in your booklet. So let's just pretend that this is a picture of a painting. I took this picture with my phone. I have actually a pretty old phone. It's not that nice, but the lighting was good. I probably could have laid it flatter so that it's not quite so rounded. But anyway, let's just pretend that this is a painting that I took a picture of with my phone in good lighting. You can also use sunlight. Sunlight's some of the best lighting. Unless you also have the option of going into Pershing and using Joel's setup there with the lights and the easel and the digital camera. You can also use your own digital camera if you have one at home. You don't have to use your phone. So if we do a file open, we can open that image that I took with my phone or my digital camera, either way. A good place to start is maybe to straighten out your images. Sometimes they're not quite straight. So underneath the eyedropper tool, if we hold and click down, we can get the ruler tool. And if I click and hold down and click let up over here, on my trackpad, I can get a straight line here with the ruler tool. And then if I go to image rotation and go to arbitrary, this is where the computer will actually figure out exactly how to straighten out this line so that it's at a 90 degree. So clockwise, it's gonna rotate this 1.06 of basically the rotation on the angle. Push OK, and it'll automatically straighten out our photo for us. With this one, it might not matter quite as much, but some of them you might need to use the ruler tool and actually straighten them out. You can use the crop tool to crop your images. So go ahead and crop your images. This one I'm actually cropping off quite a bit of mine because I did not lay it flat. It was actually on the wall and parts of it were curving up, but obviously when you take your photos, make sure that your image is flat. So push return, and I didn't do a very good job of cropping, so I'm going to click on it again and just bring this in just a little bit more. I'm actually cropping off a decent amount of this image, but you can also zoom in to get a little bit of a, so that if you don't want to crop off quite as much, sometimes you have to zoom in. If you push space on your spacebar, you can get the hand tool to navigate around your document with. And then push return on your keyboard to make the crop stick. So that's looking pretty good. And then we can do a Command L, which is a levels. So this is where we can kind of change some of the colors. A lot of times with levels, I will kind of bring the darks a little darker, the whites and the lights a little bit lighter, and then maybe even lighten up or darken the mid-tone depending on what I think is looking decent. So, that looks okay. That looks pretty good. Push OK. Considering this came from like a 5-year-old phone, and actually I didn't even take that much care. So push return to make the crop stick and the level stick. And then let's go ahead and do an image mode and put this in CMYK color. If it's not, it shouldn't be in CMYK color unless you put it in CMYK color. So do an image mode, CMYK color on this, and then do a file save as. And save this as a Photoshop document. You can go ahead and put it in your portfolio booklet project folder in your documents. You'll probably have a links folder that will have all of your images that you're using in your portfolio booklet. I'm going to name mine Cat Portrait Traditional so that I know that this is the cat portrait piece that I made and it's a piece of traditional media. And I'm going to, like I said, save this as a Photoshop file. They just are better quality than JPEGs. PNGs a lot of the time will revert to RGB color mode, so either a JPEG or a Photoshop file will work well. If you want a transparent background, Photoshop files will preserve a transparent background. So go ahead and push save. I'm ending up replacing mine, but that's going to be the process that you will go through to edit your traditional media pieces.